I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch twist. Watch twist.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater gets it off to Freeman. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Bridgewater again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Ready, 45, Mike, 45. Too little, hey, alert 3, alert 3. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ready, 25, 59. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 39. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59. Watch the Bravo.
Now Ryan on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
No, 51, go! 6-6, pull it high. Ready to go!
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
58. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, echo.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Tuesday. I'm scared.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On third down, it's Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
We own them. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check three, check three, check three. Hot seven, hot seven.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Now Ito Smith, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, D. 58.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Kill, kill, kill. 54, stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
I can't believe they even let you play. You go tight. 51, Sam. You go tight right there.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Watch the twist. Hey, express. Wait.
From the gun, Ryan. Caught by Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
54, stop. Check, 59. Gotta do better. Come on, hey, team 6. 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ready, set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 31, Bridgewater, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Push him back. Check 50, check 50. Come on. Next ball.
Bridgewater on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And again, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go, boy.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, express!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
A full receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
11. 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, we got to get this stuff. Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's get the ball.
Bridgewater. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Ryan. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 59, Mike. Hey, Alpha. Mike the 59.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hey, Wood. Mike is 59. Hey, South.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I'm coming after you. Kill.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Gets it off to Freeman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Check back 27. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check Mike 27.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Royce Freeman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
That's it,
First
baby.
down,
We gon' work.
Falcons.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Check, 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 check. Mike's 59. Five.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. His throw incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Delta.
Now Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
51, down.
59, Mark, 59, Mark. What we got? Jam.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
21.
Check 59. Mike is 50.
Go.
Hey, pick your game up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Check. Check 13.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Down. 60 out. 54. Mike, 54. It's our time. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
22. Hey, high 7.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. The catch made by Miller. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 15. Hey,
Mike is 51. You gonna see me in your 27.
Now Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check.
Mike 59. Mike 59.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Don't say nothing. That's it. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Know your job.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Switch.
51, sub!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, Falcons.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike 25! Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
They go play action with Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Go. Hey, box drop. Get up.
To throw again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Wait. Crunch. Space. Crunch. Hey, 59, ready.
Ryan will throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Man, I got you. 54's Mike.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's caught by Landry for a Bronco touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there. Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, free play. Check, 59. Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half. And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working. Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go, D, let's go.
To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down. And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game. Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Bring it. Bring it.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Swipe. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
39. 55 Mike got
from the 30 on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got Smith here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mike 45. Who that? Who that?
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.